is Jacqueline Elizabeth. You can call me Jackie. I am an LGBT romance author, and welcome back to my channel, and welcome back to another writing vlog. So today we are starting. It's already Thursday, October 31st. It's Halloween, so tried to dress to theme a little bit. I'm gonna be super boring and stay in all day. That's kind of what I've been doing. I did run some errands with my mom earlier, but no, I'm just kind of staying in, hanging out, and trying to get some work done, I guess. We even just put a couple bowls of candy out front for people trick-or-treating. Like, we're here. So it's Thursday. I did mention at the end of my last vlog that I was starting a new job on Monday. My first 2 days were Monday and Tuesday, and yesterday was my first day off. Did I get any work done? No. I meant to start this vlog yesterday. Clearly that didn't happen. I meant to do a lot of things yesterday, and I just kind of sat and stared at my computer and watched YouTube and kind of just, I don't know, existed. Which, sometimes we need to do that, and that's okay. Yeah, so I just kind of took the day to, I guess, recalibrate myself a little bit. And now, it's back to writing. So, or rather back to outlining. And I'm at a great place, sort of. Like, so we've hit kind of I've hit like the next big like point. And then, so from here, I need to kind of start building up this relationship to get to the point where they kiss, and build them up to that point now. And then after there, it's the trajectory from that, because that I think is the midpoint, and then getting from there to third act conflict, and then third act conflict to the end. And those are kind of the markers, but kind of what goes on in between still feels sort of up in the air. So that's what I'm working on right now. That's what I'm working on today and the next little bit. Yeah, I want to be done with this outline at the end of this vlog. I really, really do. So fingers crossed. I do work tomorrow 10 to 4, and then Saturday 8 to 1, and then again Monday. So that, yeah, does mean I have less time in a sense, because up until this week I haven't really had much of a job. But it also means that, like, there's more pressure in the time that I do have, which I feel like always helps me. I mean, I published my first book as a senior in college, and my second book, the bulk of it, was written during that second half of my senior year of college. Really after my first book was kind of in and submitted. I had some ideas. I've been working on it for a bit before then, but I really started to like dive into it in, I guess, November of last year, and it just came out on October 15th. So that's all, fun and exciting. Also, last night I'm part of Sarah Sutton's Patreon. I was on her self-publishing stream last night, and there was this course that was recommended, this like TikTok for authors, book talk for authors course that was recommended. I could, if I remember to, I could link it down below. And I'm gonna try it. I did enroll. I did kind of, and I just watched the intro videos for that. So think I'm going to kind of chronicle going through that course as well. I'm looking to really hone in on my marketing approaches. So I'm looking at that course and maybe some others and finding an approach and like making a plan that I can stick to and that is actually going to be sustainable. For me, I need it to be something where I can like batch content like for Instagram and TikTok. And then TikToks also go up on here as shorts. And hopefully we'll also be going up on YouTube, on Instagram as reels. And just, making use of my content. Because when I was posting on TikTok up to the release of the Undead Stars and a little bit afterwards, and then I kind of was like, I don't know what I'm doing on here. But I was uploading those as shorts, and that was doing pretty well for me. So I want to get back to that. But to do that, I need to, have an understanding of what it is I want to be posting and what I'm posting and batching content and all that. So, and then and same thing with Instagram too. Figure out what like my posts, like my grid posts are going to be, and batching those. And I think for both social medias, that's a car. Seeing if scheduling posts can work as well. Sorry, there's a car that's just revving its engine real loud. You probably can't hear it. Especially if you can hear my air conditioner, which I hope you can't. Pretty sure you can. I did turn on the noise canceling thing on the microphone, but it's distracting me. What was I saying? Yes, but I do want to be able to just kind of schedule posts, because I do believe posting the same time every day is generally works out very well. So yeah. The other thing I did today, it's a little fun. I just realized I'm not wearing my rings. I didn't put anything on because I got my nails done. Oh, look at that. They're so fun. Yeah, so I did that today. Because it is my day off. But I'm a self-published author, so do I really have a day off? There's some other things I want to do too. I did used to have Fiverr open for beta readers. I didn't get too much traction there, but I do want to revisit that to see if I can do some freelance beta reading again. I want to open it up for formatting books as well. And I think it just comes down to revisiting some of like the graphics I had up and making them a little prettier, a little cuter. And on that note too, I have set up a Pango Books account. I know you can see 2 of my bookshelves. There is a third. There's a lot of stuff on it right now because it is a bookshelf and also my end table. So it's got a lot going on. Other than just books, like my AirPods are over there. There is tape. I got a lot of new sweaters recently, and the little buttons that come with it, I like to save those just in case. They're all sitting in the little baggies on there. But I've been wanting to go through my shelves, not so much this one back here, because that is mostly my TBR shelf. journals, and then books that I used for school, and I do think I can go through some of those, and if I have not annotated, or maybe even if I have annotated, I'll just put them up for cheap. Yeah, but I have a lot of books, and books that I don't remember what they were about, don't care for. It's a book that I was gifted by my ex-girlfriend, and I want to get rid of it. So I'm gonna start putting books up there and seeing if I can start selling those, and maybe making some money off of them, because that could be real nice. But we will see. We'll see. That feels like I just said a lot of things, and apparently I want to do all of it today, and it is 5 o'clock already. But tomorrow is November 1st. We are not participating in NaNoWriMo, unfortunately, but start of a new month, we're gonna just bring it in and just start going. So yeah, that is everything, I guess. So hopefully what you can see from me this week. Yeah. Maybe you'll see me after I get home from work tomorrow. Hopefully, I don't know. We'll see what happens. Depends on how work goes. Bye for now. Okay, we're back, and it is Monday, November 4th. This week's been hectic. So, we left off, and I think I kind of put out like a list of like, this is everything I'd like to get done. I believe that was on Thursday. So I did list a whole bunch of books on my Pango storefront. That will be linked down below. I tried to film a time lapse of me doing that. I had like a huge pile of books on my bed. But I just went and rewatched that, and it really is just a time lapse of my ass. So I'm not putting that in here. Sorry if you wanted that, but that is not something I want to put out on the internet. So there's that. And then Friday I worked, was it 10 to 4, and then Saturday I worked an opening shift 8 to 1. I was going to be productive in the afternoon, but working 8 to 1 meant I was up around 5. It's because I live about a half hour from where I work, and to shower, put on makeup, do my hair, even though it goes up like this, I still like to blow dry it. By the time I got home, I was just exhausted. It's also a Saturday, which meant it was busier than I had been used to. So I came home just completely and utterly exhausted and just wanted to sleep. And so I took a nap, and I wasn't productive at all. Actually, that's like I read a lot. I finished 2 books. I finished the audiobook I was listening to and the book I was physically reading Saturday and Sunday. Yesterday I wanted to be productive. I intended to be productive. I spent a lot of time being like, I need to do this, and then I just didn't, because I was tired, and I just needed a day off to be a day off. So nothing's gotten done since we talked, really. And I'm frustrated. I am. I know that, like, if I really set my mind to it, like, I could be doing so much more. And it frustrates me. I've had this issue forever. that like I'm never like doing enough. And it's 10:20 now, and I work 12 to 6 today. So like stuff just, I don't think I'm getting anything really done today. I tried to like, wake up early, work out early, so that I could get at least a module of the TikTok for Authors course I'm taking done. My goal was to do, one a day. But I need to be downstairs to make my lunch and have a little snack before I go at 11 to leave at 11:30. And this next module is 48 minutes long. So I don't have that time today. Maybe I'll do it tonight. We'll see. Probably not. So yeah, this has not been a super fun, productive, exciting vlog. I'm sorry. I'm just as frustrated, if not more frustrated about it. But I guess we could talk about something good. I started a new book. Oh, a couple. I generally have an audiobook and a physical book going at the same time. I like to listen to audiobooks while I'm driving to and from work or anywhere. As long as I don't have other people in the car, I'm generally listening to an audiobook and not music. If there's someone else in the car with me, I'll put on music. Because, like, I listen to an audiobook at 3 times speed. I don't need to subject anyone to that. So, the audiobook I'm currently listening to is The Husbands. I don't know, I think I'm enjoying it. I'm about halfway through. Don't really have any thoughts. And the physical book that I started this last night, is Pumpkin Spice Cafe. You've been paying attention, you'll know I did pick this up my birthday weekend with the second book in the series, the Cinnamon Bun Bookstore. Yeah, so I am already 115 pages in, and I'm loving it. I was like, I'm gonna read it before bed. Maybe I'll read like a chapter or two. I had to force myself to put it down. And I really just want to pick it back up. And then I'm really excited to read the next book in the series, The Cinnamon Bun Bookstore. And there's the third book in the series, The Christmas Tree Farm, which I don't own, but I am going to pick up after work today, I think. So hopefully I'll be coming on with that. And if I can make progress on the books, or I guess end up doing something authorly tonight. Well, I'll close out the vlog tonight. I guess, okay, I think I lied when I said I wasn't super productive. I do have this little notepad where I was kind of just like trying to map out what needs to happen in the book from where I am, to get to like the next beats, and basically figure out what exactly has to happen, excuse me, so then I can, just figure out my path. Because I think once I know, like, where I'm going, outlining is gonna, again, get so much easier, and I'm gonna just, like, sit down and just, like, all of a sudden be done. But this is the point that I kind of got stuck at a little bit when I was doing the beat by beat, and why I kind of wanted to do the chapter by chapter outline. I think where I'm at, and if anyone has any advice, please leave it down below. Please comment and let me know. Like, I've never written enemies to lovers. I read a fair amount of it, sure. So there's basically what's happening, and I'm trying not to give too much away, is from where I'm at right now is like there's kind of this like confrontation moment where like it's really one-sided, as one seems to like hate the other and is resentful of her, whatever. And I'm at this point It's not yet, I think, the midpoint, or maybe it is. I'm not quite sure. Where this is going to be the turning point where they go from like enemies to starting to become friends, and like there are the points where they're going to be together, right? Like they're working on this project together, so they have to work on it. But something that I always struggle with is that like my books can feel very repetitive, and it's very much like they're just doing the same thing, and like I know that, and I'm conscious of that, so I'm trying to avoid that, in the sense of like, yes, they're gonna be doing the things and working together and whatever, but like I'm trying to figure out ways in which other things that they can be doing. I mean, I guess in part they are going to start hanging out, outside of this like work this project they're doing. But maybe it's I just don't know like where to put them, and that's something I just really need to just like sit down, brainstorm, figure out. And like there are some ideas starting to fester, and maybe I just need to give it a little bit more time before I have like more of a concrete sort of idea as to how it's all gonna work. And then of course there's gonna be, because then I need to, there's gonna be the romantic like relationship that's gonna blossom from there to the third act conflict, which I have very bare bones of an idea right now. Like I know what's going to happen, but I don't have like details fleshed out, in the sense of, I'm not gonna talk more about it because that'll be big spoilers. And then from there, I need to figure out what I want the grand gesture to be. Maybe I need to call one of my friends who is always really great at helping me with this kind of stuff. She's kind of my go-to when I get stuck on plot and stuff. So maybe I should give her a call. But she may be in class right now. I don't know. I think I just maybe need to sit on it for a little bit. Maybe try to work on it tonight. Or maybe tonight we will do that next module in the TikTok for authors. I'll just try to do something at least a little bit productive tonight. I am off tomorrow, sort of. Tomorrow technically is a day off, but I am taking my grandmother to a doctor's appointment, which could take up my entire day. So, we shall see. Because then I am working Wednesday and Thursday, and then Saturday. So, we will see what I can get done. There's not much that's gonna get done before work, because now I have to leave in an hour. And I need to, make my lunch and have a snack and whatever. So, not much is gonna get done now. Maybe tonight. Honestly, the only thing that will make it done is more reading. I'm really, really enjoying this book. And I'm gonna keep enjoying this book. And I think, weirdly enough, I think November is the perfect month to read through the first 3 books in the series, because November is kind of like, I don't know, I always see it as like this turning point where like fall vibes but also holiday vibes. So
Speaking of holiday vibes, I do have a Hanukkah book if you want to read it. It's called The 8 Steps of Hanukkah. But yeah, so I think I could just kind of binge the series, or what's available in the series, because there will be 2 more books, one in March and one in September. But until then, I've got 3 books to read, and I'm very much enjoying this one. So, yeah. Alright, hi. I'm just popping in here real quick to finish out this vlog, I guess. I got home from work. I don't know, what time is it? Like maybe 45 minutes ago, I had dinner. I wanted to be productive tonight. The only productive I'm going to be is going to be sleeping, because I now have to be up at 4:30 in the morning. Which is just wonderful. So I'm going to end it here, but before I do, I did stop on my way home and pick up books. And I said I was going to pick up Christmas Tree Farm. I'm very, very excited about this one. I also picked up, what is this called? Slapshot Surprise. I don't know. I really thought it looked cute. It's got cute little sprayed edges. Don't even know what it's about. I'll read the back to you. In my defense, I thought the plane was going to crash. Okay. Otherwise, I never would have blurted out those embarrassing things to a perfect stranger. Did I mention he turned out to be a scorching hot superstar of professional hockey? But wait, there's more. When the plane lands safely, I rush off, praying I'll never have to face him again. My luck holds out for less than 24 hours, and I realize he's a groomsman at the wedding I'm attending. We end up having a drink and a good laugh about my panicked confessions, and when he invites me up to his room for some no-strings-attached fun, I say yes. After all, a headboard rattling one-night stand with a guy who knows how to put the pug in deep isn't something a bookworm like me ever thought she'd experience. Neither are those 2 little pink lines. Now, what's crashing are all the plans Joe Lupo and I had for our lives, separately. After all, we're totally wrong for each other. He's commitment phobic and completely focused on his career. And I want to plant roots in my small town with someone who chooses me. Love, it's out of the question. Until Joe Lupo lines up his shot and aims straight for my heart. So, I don't know about this. I haven't read a lot of accidental pregnancy. Not sure how I'm gonna feel about it. I think I'd tend to, I don't know if I'm gonna enjoy it. I feel like it's not something I tend to gravitate towards, but now I own the book. So, we'll see how I feel. Whenever I get to it, it'll go up on the shelf. But yeah, that's all I have. Thank you so much for watching. I hope you enjoyed me really just talking about books and not writing, because that's been my week. And fingers crossed we get back into the groove this next week and figure out kind of life and what my schedule and plans and all that fun stuff is going to be. But until then, I will see you next week. Feel free to give this video sorry, I'm very tired. This video, comment, subscribe, all the things. If you want to follow me on my other social medias, TikTok, Instagram, it's writer J Elizabeth. They're also linked down below. Yeah. I'll see you next week. Bye.